Alright, here we are. So RPG Sessions isn't working, so I'll be using the D1C3 for my rolls. So yeah, you guys want to go through the recap?
Well, essentially we left... Hold on, I gotta find the map.
I always forget to pull up the map. Dang it.
I know, me too. So we left Arangon. We joined a troop of merchants to make some money along our way to Kutrov, and we stopped in Egmathvor, Sova, and I think we're still currently in Sova, right?
We're in Zavkala.
Sorry. We're in Zavkala, and there have been multiple disappearances in Zavkala that we decided, since we have a couple of days here, that we were going to look into. And we didn't really learn too much, except for that it seems to be related to the overcast skies that have been really taking over the Delgrave Mountains. And part of our party ran into some crazed wolf-like things. And we decided to start taking watches. And during Key's watch, she ran into some major wolf-like thing.
Clifford the big orange dog.
Yeah, I just have in my notes, I run into a big wolf dog. And that's where it ended.
And Jorlak is definitely not infected with the wolf disease.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
See, I wrote down has a giant canine head and it's as large as the houses.
And very warm. The rain is steaming off its body.
Yes,
Yep.
Joe decided to be a jerk and stop it in the middle of the most suspenseful moment of the night.
Yeah, the only,
Per usual.
the only other thing is just at the beginning too, to Neil with his power to talk to the spirit, just that we can't stop what's happened in the dreams. Like I thought that was an important thing, or something I noted. I don't know.
Oh, and I also, back in Angon, found junk in thy trunk. I forgot about that. We had a little sidebar to start where
Cannot
I stepped
forget
off the
junk in my
grid.
trunk.
Yeah. And I got a really cool magic staff. And Jewel got some...
Debt.
And a lot of debt, yes. And Jewel got some runes.
Daniel stood outside for like 4 hours because he was convinced this was some kind of ambush.
He will
But
be
it was
ready
actually just a
someday.
reoccurring merchant.
Don't worry.
Jewel definitely fed into that too. Like this is really dangerous. I'm gonna go inside, but you stay here.
It's okay.
We didn't
Jewel
know.
just wanted all the good stuff for herself.
It's not like I had the money to splurge on runes anyway after I got my chainmail.
That's the thing. You don't need money.
We're definitely going back to junk in thy trunk because I owe Revy 19 gold pieces. So
Plus, you get a cool tattoo.
plus I get a cool tattoo. If I'm gonna have scars, I might as well have pretty ones.
Alright. So, we return to the night, the rain. Key standing there in front of a large canine type creature that is just pumping out heat as the rain will sizzle and steam every time it strikes it. And as the rain is coming down hard, it's almost being engulfed by just continuous steam. Stands there for a moment, stares down at Key.
Key stares back at it.
Key, remember her Scooby snacks?
I don't think so.
So you see it, one of its massive legs come forward and slam on the ground. Mud kind of splatters up. The other one comes up, slams down. You see its chest start to get really, really orange. Its massive maw opens up. You can see into its throat, and you can see orange lighting up.
I am going to cast a barrier spell.
Alright.
Or at least try. I don't want to die.
It's the right move narratively, but this could end so poorly
I don't know what
if you
else to
fail the
do.
cool check.
Well, yeah. Well, that makes you feel better because I was reading. I did put another rank into discipline. So what's my discipline difficulty though?
We'll stick with hard. You're gonna get 2 boost.
No setbacks.
No.
It's strainful,
Yep.
but I can cast the spell.
So yeah, you can feel that fear trying to claw in the back of your mind, but it's strange because the coin that you carry and that staff you have seem to make you feel a little bit better about it. Alright, what are you adding to your barrier?
So, do I inherently know if the thing that I'm going against is the antithesis of my faith?
You wouldn't know.
Okay. So, my guess is just right now, I am just putting a barrier between me and whatever it's trying to throw at me, so I can run away and get everyone else's attention.
Alright.
So I don't know if that, I'm not really, do I need to add more difficulty to make it strong enough?
It would be best.
Okay, so if I add defense, it says the affected target gains ranged and melee defense equal to your ranks and knowledge.
Right,
So,
which would be lower.
Okay. So that would be a difficulty of 2 average then. Am I correct?
Yes.
Oh, today.
Now you can add more than one effect too. It becomes harder, but you can.
Well, I don't want to use reflection because I don't have Arcana.
Right.
And
Can you make it water so that it can absorb fire?
I mean, that's not technically how my magic manifests, but
Let's see. So to add defense, it'll make it hard.
make it hard.
Yep, 'cause it's adding 2.
I think that's all I'm gonna do. I just want to buy myself time to get everyone's attention.
Alright. Because otherwise what you can do is, instead of adding defense, you can empower it. Where for all the successes that you get, removes damage that may come through.
Okay. So, but my ranks in knowledge though.
That's true. How many ranks in lore do you got?
Ranks in lore, I have
Yeah, that's what it... So basically,
Okay.
anytime something says ranks in knowledge, it's knowledge lore.
I have 2 ranks in lore, so it'd be almost equal.
Okay.
Based on, almost equal, but you know what? I'm just gonna go with defense.
Okay.
No. Oh wait, my
Heroic ability time.
heroic ability allows me, and I have it's now all the way up to supreme. I can remove any dice from here that I choose. So I'm going to remove the one with the failure, which would give me 1 success.
Okay.
And can I use the advantages to regain my strain?
Yeah. All right. What does your barrier look like for it?
All right, so it'll basically come up as a big crystal-like structure between me and it, spanning between the different houses.
All right. So, as you bring the shield up, or your barrier up, you hear a sharp intake of breath, and then you just see flame come rushing out of the throat. The barrier helps, but it does kind of engulf you. It kind of wraps around, up and over, and you do get burned.
Bet your ass I'm running after this.
Alright, so it'd be 9 damage.
Does that with soap?
Before soak. So basically, whenever I give damage, it'll be before soak.
Okay. I need to get the hell out of there.
Alright, now I need you to roll initiative.
Oh no. So would this be vigilance or cool?
You could use cool now.
Out of curiosity, have we, the sleepers, heard anything?
I don't even know how far away we are from the wagon, to be
We said
honest.
we were only walking like a block or 2 away. Like we weren't making a huge.
But she did run towards the screams that she heard, so she might be farther.
I have visions of like the 3 of us waking up and being like, "Wow, it's morning. Why did he never wake us up?" And there's her burnt little body. Like,
That would be a little
Oh.
too tragic.
Maybe Garnd can come and chloroform him.
Alright, you guys can, if you want to try to hear it while you're sleeping. It'll be a daunting roll with 2 setback.
sorry, was it vigilance? Is that what we're rolling?
No, this is perception if you want to see if you'll wake up hearing something.
What about Jorlak?
So he's out. Did you leave him outside?
Holy shit.
Wow.
Wow, Tom.
Well, he'd be with me, so.
I have an idea for the triumph as well.
But, but wolves tend to have a little more sensitive.
I will say I
Hearing,
probably
so.
screamed when I took 7 damage in a fiery inferno.
Probably.
It'll still be the same, but he'll get a boost. Basically, because the rain is going to dampen most noise. And the distance from where she is and where you guys are.
Okay.
Daniil's triumph. I had too much to drink the night before, so I woke up needing to use the bathroom just
No,
at that moment.
I have a fun idea for the triumph.
Alright.
So let me know if this doesn't work for any reason, but I imagine that Daniel is sleeping. He dreams of still patrolling the town, wandering it. It's frustrating his sleep now even. But he starts to realize that he's hearing weird screams and the rain is picked up, and suddenly he sees Key and he sees this creature coming around the corner and sees the burst of flames and just wakes up, bolt upright, hearing just the faintest scream on the wind.
I like it with this like whispers in the mist, whatever. Like this creature's creating mist. Like it really ties in well.
Yeah.
So he will bolt upright and say, Key! And then Cramps is going to fucking wake up the rest of the party. Be like, there's something wrong. We have to get into town.
Okay, so should I just not even bother to roll?
I mean, you can roll if you want, but regardless of the outcome, Cramps is waking everybody up.
Okay, so everybody's awake. As Danil basically gets everybody up. The rain outside is, I mean, it's pouring. Not torrential, but it's pouring out there. If you look around, all you see is a soft orangish glow that seems to be moving through, and a little white light in front of it.
That's them. I don't know how, but something's wrong and we have to help Key.
Let's go.
So yeah, we fucking take off towards the lights in the distance.
Okay.
Yeah, Ula would definitely just take off running. And Jorlak will follow.
Yep, Jewel trusts Daniil's dreams. He's had other ones, other visions. She trusts him.
All right. I suppose I should do this.
Amy, I also love that you completed my phrase for me on our rolls.
I very much tried to.
No, how does he get? No.
You had 2 successes. He had 2 successes and
I
1
know.
or 2 advantage.
Did he?
So-
Is my barrier still up?
Your barrier's still up.
Oh God, I hope he fails.
Basically, as you try to,
Ooh. Once per round, I can suffer strain no greater than my ranks in something to sidestep something. I have sidestep. I might be able to dodge it.
It's a good skill. I almost took that one tonight.
Slide to the left.
So as
Upgrade the
you
difficulty of all ranged combat checks targeting your character.
okay,
Is this technically ranged?
not what he's about to do.
He's gonna bite your face off.
So yeah, as you turn to run, you see those jaws kind of come right towards you and your barrier.
Oh,
Oh!
yay! I slippery.
So as you see him coming, he just starts chomping, and all he's getting is your barrier. And you can see little cracks kind of forming. But yeah, he's not able to make it to you.
I'm okay with that.
That was a pretty lucky roll. Let's be honest.
Yes, it was. I agree.
Alright, it's up to you.
How many maneuvers can I take to get the F out of there?
No more than 2.
Okay.
So if you want, you can move, take an action, take 2 strain, move. Or you can move and then basically sack your action to just keep moving.
Which one would get me closer to the group?
Probably move, sack action into a maneuver.
I'll do that then.
Alright.
I'm not taking this thing on by myself.
This is going to be fun because I actually forgot to do this for you last session, but that'll be fun.
Oh no,
Which means
That's-
it absolutely will not be fun for you.
not
Very
for us.
ominous.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I have 3 health left. It's fine.
It's fine. Alright, so yeah, you just turn tail and start running back towards the wagons. And it's hard. I mean, you can barely see with the rain coming down. Your light helps, but not a lot. There's a lot of mud. The stones are slick. As you're running back towards the wagons, let's see about this time, you can hear. Actually, you start to see silhouettes running towards you.
Oh, lovely.
Alright, now I need everybody else to make initiative checks.
Cool or vigilance?
I'll say cool, because you guys are kind of. You know something's wrong, and see, you can kind of see her light coming at you, so you know she's running from something. Holy shit, Jewel.
Jewel teleports behind the Hellhound.
Alright, so we got that one. Alright. Alright, so go to the top of the round. Got a PC slot.
So how close are they to the hellhound?
They can see the glow. That's about it.
Key, I'm fine if you take that first slot. Like you can run up to us and let us know.
Yeah,
What's going on.
I think I'm gonna do that. I'm going to take my maneuvers to get up to them and, just be like fire breathing doggy. I don't know. I will if I have to be quick about it, I'll just be fire breathing broke barrier heading our way. Large. Yeah.
So it'll only take you a maneuver to get to them.
Okay. So then I still have an action.
Yes.
Can I heal myself?
Give it a shot.
Since I already passed the discipline check, am I cool to just...
You're good.
Okay. Is it just a easy difficulty since I'm just doing it myself? And I don't have a critical?
I think so.
I think so too, because I'm not adding a different target. Of course. And then you see me try to heal my burns and just like nothing.
So yeah, maybe it's just because everything's just happened. You're
Wait.
shaken up.
I rolled discipline, not divine.
Oh yeah.
Can I please reroll?
Well, you need to roll the right one.
There we go. So that's 4 back, right?
Yes. All right. PC.
If someone else wants to go first, I think I might wait until the wolf moves a little bit closer to us and go lower in the round.
Yeah, what are we thinking? Like at range? Like is it at medium range at this point? Like what are we?
Yeah, it's about medium range.
Technically, I took 3 maneuvers to get back to you guys.
So who's got spells that are effective at medium range?
Yeah, I can take him because I have the advantage with my staff. That I can go beyond short without any penalty. And I'm gonna cast my brand new signature spell, which adds deadly to it, at no extra cost. And so also with it being at medium range, I also would get it at no extra cost for that. I assume some kind of disadvantage though, or I shouldn't say disadvantage, some kind of setbacks because I can't really see. I mean, I can see the glow, but I can't see it.
Yeah, you're gonna get 2 setback because of the weather conditions.
What did you name your signature spell?
Pollyanna?
Oh shit! It's Dr. Tran.
Here comes the pain.
You should have named it that.
All right.
Actually, it would have been funnier if it said Pollyanna.
All right. So what does this
Pollyanna's
new
glitter ray.
signature spell look like?
Looks a lot like a laser beam. Like it just fires out.
Oh. All right. So what is the damage on that?
Okay, I'm trying to remember. So it's my Arcana, which is 4, the staff, which is 4, and then my successes.
Yes.
So 12. And I'm going to use my Triumph to crit because I didn't get any advantage to crit.
All right.
And it's the deadly is vicious too, so I get to add 20 to my die roll.
Yes. Oh, you do. It's crit plus 20.
You somehow rolled a negative 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get it.
There you go. Holy. Okay, we'll go here.
Yeah.
They're both pretty good for our sake.
True.
Let's see. Against military, increase the difficulty of all brawn and agility checks by 1 until the end of the encounter. Okay.
I think that's actually better because I feel like his brawn and agility are what he's gonna probably be using.
I agree.
Right. So you hear a loud yelp and a sizzling sound, and you see the orange glow one get closer, but also larger and brighter.
Well, guys, it's been nice knowing you.
I've got a plan, don't worry. Don't worry about it.
I got this. Don't worry. All right. Any maneuver?
I mean, if there's like anything nearby, like a tree or a fence or something that I can kind of duck behind, I don't know, but
Well, there's some buildings you could jump into a doorway.
I wasn't thinking of like getting completely off the street, just something that I could kind of hide behind. I mean, I guess you can go like into the doorway, but still be able to see down the street. Is what you were thinking?
Yeah, like kind of press up against the corner of it.
Yeah, that
There
sounds good.
I mean, there are also light posts that are, that you could kind of. It's not going to cover a whole lot of you, but if you suck it in, maybe you might.
Jewel does kind of like to eat, so I don't really know what kind of physique she has, so I'm not sure. But I'll go in the doorway. That's fine. Doorway sounds good.
Okay. All right. So now we have NPC.
I just showed some poor random sap's house. I jumped in their doorway, so it's going to get burned down now by this thing. Like I basically am bringing the pain down on somebody else.
As she rolls out of the way so that the house burns.
All right. So you see that glow get a lot larger. Next thing you guys see is this large wolfish canine head coming out of the rain. Just a big cloud of steam around it. You can hear the steam, or you can hear the rain steaming off of its body as soon as the rain hits it. Now, what I forgot to do, I need everybody to roll a discipline check. Is equal to. It's going to be a hard with 1 red.
I'm flipping a pip.
For just you or for all of us?
I think it can only apply to one of us at a time, right?
Nope, it's the first time you guys see this. That's what I'm saying, I forgot to do it for Key last session.
God damn it. Can your triumph rally us?
I hope so.
Alright, so
Your girl finally has chops this time.
So Jewel, Ula, and Danil, as soon as you see this thing's face and the sheer size of it, that's you're frightened right now. It's big and mean. You can see a little singe mark on it from where Jewel hit it, but it doesn't look that bad, and it looks pissed now.
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Key, when you said large dog, I was thinking mastiff.
I don't know what a mastiff is.
Holy shit, that's big.
I'm using terms I understand.
Ula just kind of looks at it, and she looks down at Jorlak, who's, I'm sure, hiding behind her, cowering.
Yeah, his tail's between his legs right now, whimpering.
Yeah, both of us are just kind of like, he's whimpering, and yeah, Ula is pretty much doing the same thing.
Alright, so basically till the end of your next turn, each of you are going to have another setback on it,
Except for me.
except for you.
But what can I do with a triumph on a discipline check? Will give me a boost plus on my next action.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry, guys. I'll put up a barrier spell again. Try to mitigate some of this damage coming your way, even though I already went this round.
I've got a plan. Is Vidago's turn over, or
Nope,
do we
not
have more
yet.
pain?
I don't even think it started.
Oh, get to it.
So you see... Oh. Key recognizes this. You see it kind of slam its front two legs down. Its maw opens up.
Done
Jewel
so
was
much
left.
that he left.
I'm out!
Jewel isn't just in the doorway. Jewel has just left.
Leaning against the door going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Ended up falling into the door. Yeah, you see its maw open up, and you guys realize the nail could easily stand up in its mouth. You see its throat get really bright. It starts to get just a bright orange. You hear a quick inhale and then an exhale as you see flame come rushing out at basically all of you. Anybody have range defense?
I technically have sidestep.
That's true.
Well, you do still have 2 range defense from your barrier, assuming it's up.
I think he smashed through where my barrier was to get to us.
Oh, well, yeah, that'll do it.
It didn't follow
Let's
me,
see.
but I do have sidestep, so I should be able to have some sort of defense against range.
I have 1 rage defense.
Alright, well,
I
hold
would
on.
lobby for something being in the doorway.
I'm double checking real quick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I only have 1 rank in it, so until the end of my next turn, upgrade is difficulty on all ranged combat checks targeting my character.
Okay. Because, yeah,
For a number of times to equal to the strain suffered, so I don't know what that means.
so basically,
my-
if you have multiple
So, 1.
upgrades, yeah, so you're going to take 1 strain to
Yeah.
upgrade that. If you
I've
had
got
multiples, you could take more Well, no, I just remembered I actually have to target one person first.
Tom, does your armor have? You should have some kind of defense on it.
No. I mean, my sword has melee defense, but my armor doesn't have any kind of defense. It just has soak. It all depends on the type of armor. I wasn't 100% sure, but chainmail does not have any range defense or melee defense.
Which
I
it
feel
should
like you
because
might
it's
actually
chainmail.
get
Oh, it's got soak
Crush.
instead.
Right, but wasn't chainmail like built to like fortify against arrows?
I don't think so. Arrows are. I mean, it depends on the armor, but arrows can definitely puncture it if it's the right kind of arrow and it hits it
Fair.
right. And this is also fire.
True.
Chainmail's not going to ward that away.
No,
oh,
that's
you're
gonna
gonna
make
get
it
a
worse.
little warm.
We're gonna get a cook dinner.
All right, so he's actually going again after Key.
All right, so I will spend that strain. Tried to dodge a second firebolt.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
All right. So okay. So you see this blast of flame shoot out and just engulfs Key. So that'd be 11 damage.
I am passed out, guys. Because that brings me
she
to negative.
spend her triumph? Can she spend her triumph?
No.
I'm negative.
She used
2
it.
wounds.
She used it to give it, herself a boost on her action. Yeah.
On the next action. Yeah, that's what I chose.
Yeah, it. Triumphs basically need to be spent when they get. They don't carry over.
Well, they
So-
should.
I'm technically at negative 2 wounds with
Okay.
that. So I don't know what that
So-
means.
Let's see. You don't have any crits, correct?
No.
Well, you're gonna get one for sure.
Yeah. So we lose a pip.
Yeah. Alright. With its triumph, it is not going to crit. Instead, it's going to activate blast.
Bye, everyone. Nice knowing you.
Everybody that is, since you guys are close to or within range of her, take 8 damage before soak. As it just kind of starts twisting side to side, and the flames just rake over all of you.
Anything for being in the doorway?
Yeah, actually, you wouldn't be hit because it's looking at basically where Key was standing. So it'd be Ula, Danelle, and the pup. And that is that creature's turn. PC.
We've got 2 rounds, so I think you go first, Ula, and then I'll unleash my plan.
Okay, hold on just a sec. So Jorlak only has 4 wounds, but he has range defense 1. So I forgot about that. So basically he's down. Okay. Well, unfortunately, my baby is down. So that actually really pisses her off. Like a lot. Okay, so she is going to, I'm going to go ahead and use, oh, that's a maneuver though. That's not going to work.
Well, you do still have maneuver.
Yeah, I know, but I have to be close enough to him to.
No, yeah, right now he's sitting at short range.
Okay, and heroic abilities only last for one turn, correct?
Correct, unless you empower it to last longer.
Okay. All right, no problem. All right.
Oh, I just want to say, if you're thinking of using your heroic ability, I will attempt to cast paralysis on him this turn, so it might be wise to do at the top of next in case I fail.
Yeah, yeah, I was just thinking about it.
I didn't want to dictate your actions, but just so you didn't accidentally waste it. That was my plan, at least.
No, I think I'm going to not do that right now. And I think instead I will. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and run up to him. And I'm going to use Reckless Charge. So after I use my maneuver to engage my adversary, I get to suffer 2 strain. And then I add 2 successes and 2 threats to the results of my check. So
Seems really character appropriate. Like a reckless charge seems perfect for Ula.
especially since she's super upset about Jorlak.
You know, Key just falling pretty much incapacitated / almost dead did nothing. It was the dog.
Oh man, she's dead. Not my puppy!
Oh, I suppose I should add some
Yeah.
some difficulty there. What is my difficulty for that?
Alright,
Average?
it is average, but because of its size, you actually get to drop or decrease the difficulty. So it's going to be down to easy. However, I'm going to flip a pip and upgrade you. So it'll be a 1 red.
And don't forget your setback for our fear.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Well, so I have 4 successes, 3 advantages, and a despair.
Well, you did hit.
Yep.
I did hit. Let me see here. Found it. Okay. So, oh, crit 3. So I will spend my advantage to crit. So that will be 4 and 4 is 8 plus, that's it, right? I don't add strength or anything, right?
No, you add your
What's your
brawn.
weapon damage?
So the plus number that's what you add to your brawn. So it's your brawn plus 4 plus your successes.
Okay, so 4 plus 4 plus 4, so 12. So basically, I pulled a jewel here. And I crit, so
Does your axe have vicious as well?
yes.
It's plus 10 because he's already got a crit.
Pierce 2, vicious 1.
So vicious adds 10.
And then I add 10 because he already has a crit.
Yes.
So another plus 20.
Yes.
Nice.
All right. So actually, wait, hold on. Oh yeah, no, never mind. Don't mind me. So your despair.
I swear to God, if you kill my wolf, I'm going to be pissed.
No, has nothing to do with your wolf. There was no attack made against it. You go up, slam your great axe into its side, and you hear crack, and you can feel a big crack form in your hilt. Your weapon is now from fine to minor damage.
And what does that do?
If I'm not mistaken, you get a setback, or it increases the difficulty. Hold on.
Luz feels your pain. He's been through this.
Shattering those brass knuckles into that bounty hunter's face, though, was just
That was
excellent.
amazing.
It was a good moment. Somebody was down at that point too, weren't they? Wasn't Ambi or somebody was? It could have been.
No, it was you. You
Yeah.
dropped moments later because he flamethrowered you in response. And
Yes,
Ambi tried to put you out by rolling you over in the dirt and failed because Ambi had 1 brawn.
I find this hilarious that this all has to deal with fire, too.
Maybe fire is our greatest enemy.
I think so.
Joe being a pyromaniac.
He's definitely gonna
No.
sit further back from a campfire from now on. She was just starting to get over her issues too.
Oh, Joe is definitely a pyromaniac.
No, I'm not.
Liar.
You have, within the last couple of months, sent us multiple pictures of fires you've built.
I didn't send one today.
But you had one today.
I did.
I feel like one of the best things that ever happened to me as a child was we actually had a burning brittle. We lived in the country and we burned our trash.
Yep.
I got like all of my pyromania out between the ages of 8 and 10, and then I'm done with that.
Fire never gets old. All right. Yeah, for right now, I'll double check it later. Just gonna go with it's gonna give you a setback. All right, so PC.
So Daniel looks down at Key's like burned body, at his own wounds, and just snarls. And raising a sword up at this wolf, just shouts, "Worm! Fine! Eat some of your own medicine!" And mustering up whatever fury he can, he starts to sing a song that you had never heard before. I'm going to be
Sing a song of
casting
Sixth
Curse.
Sense.
No. I'm going to be casting a curse, and I'm going to add the paralysis ability to it, which will make this an incredibly difficult roll, so it's not going to work out well, but there's a chance, you know?
Yeah. There's always a chance.
It's difficulty 5,
Whoo.
and I've got a setback from failing the discipline check.
Yep.
Let's fucking go.
I believe in you. Oh, oh my god!
One failure! Oh, it's so fucking close!
But you got a triumph.
I wish you had my heroic ability right now.
So, as you begin to play and sing, you see it just look over at you, locks eyes, and as you are trying to place this paralyzing curse upon it, it just takes one step towards you. Oh yeah, I forgot to add this on.
It's literally like Joe's going, and there's more.
But wait, and there's more. No, being
Triumph.
Yeah, what do you want to do for your triumph?
I'm thinking of what's in the realm of possibility, because what I'd like to do is like stabilize Key if I could.
Well, that wouldn't really work with being a curse, but
Well, you know what? Let's inflict some more setbacks on the boy. How many setbacks is a triumph worth?
I honestly want to say it's like one.
I feel like it should be worth at least 2.
I second the vote for 2 as the ghost of Key comes and sings.
Oh, you can upgrade the difficulty of the target's next check.
That's good.
You
shit.
could also kind of inspire one of your allies and upgrade the ability of any allied character's next check.
No, let's keep in the spirit of a curse. May have avoided the worst part of it, but I'm definitely upgrading the difficulty of whatever check he does next.
Okay.
And then for my maneuver, I'm fucking charging up and engaging with him, which has the added effect of meaning I am also engaged with Ula, which means you will get a bonus on any combat checks you make, thanks to back.
Well, isn't that great? Because I also have that.
Wow, it seems like we can stack this now for 2 bonus dice apiece.
All right. So you rush up to it, and being a nemesis, he gets to go at the end of the round.
Fuck.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot to put that on there.
I was going to say, I did find that on page 89 of the regular book, minor damage makes 1 additional you were right. It's one additional difficulty, or sorry, one additional setback is what it is.
Okay.
Two moderate damage increases difficulty.
Yep.
If 3 is unusable, then you break the item.
Yep. So as you rush up to it, it just lashes out with one of its massive paws, taking a swipe at you.
I do have one melee defense.
Yep.
Wait, so does the back-to-back, does that help you here or no?
Not in this case, because it has to be bonus dice to something we're rolling. It'll help us on the counter attack.
And it can't get boosts. And it upgrades. What was it? Mechanizing wound, turning versus.
And is this a
Increases
brawn
difficulty.
or agility check?
It's a
Because
brawn.
doesn't he also lose an ability off of that, or does it upgrade his difficulty again because of the first crit?
Upgrades his
upgrades.
difficulty.
Alright, so it goes from medium to. Ooh, he's gonna have a daunting one.
If Daniil is tiny, does that make it harder for him to attack?
Whenever, yeah, so this creature is about silhouette 2. So any normal attacks against it are easier, and vice versa. When it goes to attack, it's harder to hit a smaller target. So it actually increases the an attack. So right now it's sitting on a daunting roll to try to hit him. And away we go.
Yay! Reprieve!
Get fucked.
So as
Oops,
you
sorry,
rush
I
up,
put a language warning out there.
so as you rush up, you see this massive paw just come sliding towards you. As you're running, you just kind of drop, slide on the mud and stone. It goes just right over where you were standing. As it does, you can hear the tss of the water. The steam kind of blocks your vision for a second, but you can feel the heat coming off of it. But yeah, it just goes right over you. It just slams its paw back down. Yeah, so you see it kind of brace and go to top of the round.
I'll go if you guys don't mind.
Go ahead.
All right, so we are engaged. So I get 2 boosts. And I am going to use my maneuver to go berserk. So until the end of the encounter or until I am incapacitated, I get to add 1 success and 2 advantage to all melee combat checks. However, opponents get to also add a success to any checks targeting me. But I don't care. So and you said it was 1 setback for my weapon?
Yes. And then it's going to be an easy difficulty because it's easier to smash it.
I will use 3 advantage to activate another crit, and then use the last one to pass a boost. So That's another 12. Pierce 2, vicious 1.
And is that a plus 30 now on the crit roll because of all these crits stacking up?
Yep. No, plus than 30 SP. Or wait, no. Roll a 9. Never mind. I was gonna say,
That's not too bad, though.
no, increase.
No.
Jeez.
+2 difficulty on anything that's agility or brawn.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that was my action and my maneuver.
PC.
Debating whether or not I want to boost Jewel here.
Could always augment.
See, I probably should have gone first and augmented both of you guys, but it's too late. Better idea. I'm gonna heal Key this turn.
All right.
I kind of love the idea of you like running up to go back to back to then heal.
I'm in range. He doesn't have to leave.
I'm a battle caster. It's fine.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. You can still help her out, like defensively.
I still love the visual of Ula and Danil back to back.
Don't worry, I got your back. You're up to my knees.
I got your knees.
It'll be 4 difficulty by default because I have to increase the range and I need to add 2 to target someone who's downed, but that's fine. We'll be A-okay here.
It's fine. This is fine.
All right.
And I get that 1 boost from Ula.
Yeah.
So that's 2 wounds healed. Does it start from as if she had been at 0?
Yeah, how does that work?
Nope, because you can go negative. So
So that brings me to 0.
Yep, brings you up to 0.
Thank you. At least I'm not dead. I'm just incapacitated now.
Yeah, so now you're basically like stabilized, so you're not really dying or anything.
I actually think that shouldn't you get 1 more boost?
What would the other boost have been for?
Well, I gave you the next person a boost to begin with,
Yeah, that's what I used.
but back to back.
I don't think that applies to healing.
Oh yeah, combat checks. Okay, never mind.
It's not like we're fighting together. I'm just sending a
kind
healing
of.
word back.
All right.
Well, could be worse.
We're fighting together, as in I'm fighting, and you're healing other people.
I covered your attack, and now you're covering me to just turn around and send a healing word back.
Exactly.
All right. So, any maneuver? Or are you staying where you're at?
Yeah, nothing else I can really spend a maneuver on, so I'll stay put.
Okay. So now we go to NPC.
Sniffy wants to say hi.
Oh, there's just Navy.
Ooh.
Oh. Hi, kitty.
So handsome.
Okay, fine. Daily, or, Pippin sleeping check.
Hello, Pippin.
I suppose I'll do this if I can make it reach. Mackie's had a rough day.
Oh.
He's got one paw over his head, or over his eyes.
And
Been a
that
rough
break
day.
brought to you by Stream Animals.
Let's face it, that's what everybody watches for anyway.
Well, the internet's for cats and porn.
The internet was invented for cats
And porn.
and porn.
Alright, so the large beast that you guys are dealing with.
Which
Looks-
is neither cat nor or at least we don't know it's not allowed.
Right. Kind of looks at all of you, turns, and starts to run back down the road. You can see from where Ula had slashed into it last, blood is dropping, and where it hits, it sizzles before it's just kind of smears out. And yeah, it hauls. It basically uses its maneuver in its turn to run. So you guys can hear it. You see the light start to get dim. And then all you can hear is the rain.
Can Jewel pursue in her term or not? If not, that's fine.
Oh, you can give it a shot.
I was more thinking, can we see the trail, like the blood trail or whatever?
You would have to definitely chase after it because the rain will wash it away.
So if Jewel uses a maneuver to get, she was already farther back. She was already at medium range to move up to short, or to move up to where Ula and Daniil are. Can she still see something to shoot at, or has it gone out of range?
It's gone out of visual. I mean, you can always take a shot. But yeah, all you can see is just a orange dimming.
Time to
Jewel's
blind
taking that
fire-
shot. You know
Time to
she
blind
is.
fire magic into an inhabited civilian area. This could
Okay.
never go wrong.
All right, make your attack. Be 2 setback.
I have an extra setback too because I still haven't taken my fear setback.
Mm.
And I'm gonna do I'm gonna do my signature spell here.
Right.
Is the range considered medium, or what is the range at this point?
Yeah, it'd be medium.
Okay, so my staff brings that down to normal. So here goes nothing.
Well, you didn't miss.
All right.
So it's 11 damage. I'm gonna say it took her a whole mess of strain to do that, but then also activate my new rune that I got to kind of just wipe that out, basically.
Oh, right.
She used the Sword of Omens to give her sight beyond sight. Then she could shoot straight and get it.
All right. So through the rain and everything, you hear a sharp yipe, and you hear the sound of something large crashing into a structure, and then goes back to the rain.
Time to Man of Steel this town. Are we still in initiative order?
No, that would be out.
So we're out of the encounter.
Daniel's gonna run up and heal Key again.
Thank you. I should be used to getting burned by now.
You think?
My skin should have like a thick, leathery.
Burnt bacon smell?
No.
What the hell?
Oh no. The sight of it is just too much for you.
Magic just will not come out the way I need. But I'll keep going. I'll keep making checks. I have strain to burn. Who cares?
No, I was gonna say, Joe, my skin should have like a thick, leathery barrier against fire with how much I've been burned in the past.
Natural fire resistance.
Well, you get one additional wound and 2 strain, so you're conscious again, at least.
Okay, so shit.
Means I can try healing myself now. Yay.
Yep.
Julie's gonna start walking down to wherever she made that last shot. Like she's gonna start going that way to see what she sees.
Okay.
Krampus just gonna slump over and just lie in his back in the rain. Just really fucking out of it.
Ula doesn't have much, but she's gonna run over and attempt to heal Jorlak because he's at -2 as well.
Well,
so wait, what's the difficulty? It's just easy, right?
So I was doing 3 because there's a thing able to target an incapacitated enemy or ally. It adds 2 difficulty. I don't know if that should apply outside of combat or not, but
well, I technically wasn't incapacitated because you had stabilized me.
Well, you were unconscious. You would be
I was
incapacitated.
unconscious. Okay. Never mind, sorry.
But yeah, I don't know exactly how that should work outside of combat. Joe's final word, I guess.
Yeah, outside of combat, it's easier just to kind of walk up and, lay your hand on it and try to heal it.
Lay the pedals on and say, clear!
Pretty much. Whereas in combat, you're trying to avoid getting smashed while doing it at the same time.
Yeah, the default difficulty is easy. So I should just be easy. She's gonna run over and...
Just telling you, if I'm anything to go off of, it's no guarantee of success.
It's fine.
Yeah, I can try again, but I'm waiting for Amy to go.
Ooh.
There you go.
Okay. Also, since you guys are out of combat, you can do either a discipline or a cool check, simple, so no difficulty, to recover strain. Each success will give you 1 strain back.
I already have all my strain back thanks to Danil.
Only successes add strain back, right?
Yes.
Yay, I can heal more wounds.
Okay. So with my triumph, can I just heal him full?
Yeah, he's only got a couple wounds anyways.
Well, he was -2.
Yeah.
And the 2 successes had put him at 0, but he's only got like 4 wounds total anyway.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. But Ula, this is looking pretty drained.
Cramson will just sort of whisper, like, not exactly trying to whisper, but just hoarse from all the burning. Lean over to Key and just say, I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I think we should have had 2 people on patrols tonight.
Probably.
But I also think we figured out what's been where all the missing people have been going.
Yeah, so you guys are doing your healing. I just imagine Jewel just like continuing to slowly walk away at the ready with her staff, like towards the last place I saw this thing. So by this point, I maybe have gotten there, and I'm wondering what I see. Has the creature dead, or has it gotten away? That's the big
Right.
thing Jewel wants to know.
So as everybody's trying to recoup,
Ooh,
you
so I got a triumph on my next heal. Does that mean I get 1 extra?
yeah.
Thank you.
You continue on. The rain just kind of envelops you. Everybody's busy trying to heal everybody that they kind of don't even notice that you have gone missing. As you go forward, you can see little pock marks from where its blood had splattered upon the stone. As you keep going, you see a crumpled body. It had been wearing armor. Looks like it was one of the town guards or militia, at least. Kind of chewed. You can see where punctures had from this creature's large teeth had punctured through. You keep walking, and as you get closer, you can smell burning. You can smell the heat. You can smell smoke. You get closer, it gets stronger. Still hard to see because of the rain. You can start to hear the hissing sound. As you get a little bit closer, you start to see a glow. You hold your staff out as you walk closer and closer. Once you're close enough to where the rain isn't obscuring your view, you can see the twisted remains of this creature inside of what appears to be a small house.
Yes.
Its blood has been splattered along the walls, and you can see it smoking. And now we're going to go to break. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Nikki can be banished.
Alright, most of us are back.
Okay, Jewel has her line. She's going to say, every dog has its day, and yours was obviously yesterday.
Just get out the CSI Miami
Bravo, Jewel.
shades. That's a relevant reference in this day and age.
I was gonna say, you see its eyes open.
I was waiting for it to be a trick or something like, oh, you get over there on your own, Jewel, and then it bites you.
Like those bosses in those video games, you think you have them beat, and then suddenly they're back up at full health. Go.
Oh, mother. I hate those bitches.
So, as you stand there looking down on it, you hear some commotion inside the building. See a lady come running down the stairs and just scream as she sees this. You begin to hear the sound of like running feet coming towards you. Through the rain, you see a couple of armored guards come running up. What's going on here? What's the meaning of this? And they turn and look and say, like, what is that?
Jewel said, that is likely what's been taking your town members for the last 4 months. Citizens. That's what I was looking for. Citizens.
I like town members.
I mean, it's not wrong.
You see one of the guards turn to the other one, kind of whisper to him, and you see the other one run off. So what are the rest of you doing?
I will try healing Danil.
He won't stop you. He's just lying on his back in the rain now.
Yeah, happy to do so. There you go, my friend.
Hell yeah.
Ula,
Thank you.
she's pretty wiped out. I mean, she's standing, but she's not standing because she was kneeling, so she's kind of just like sitting. And she looks mostly okay, but just kind of pretty tired. And so she'll get to her feet slowly. Jorlak jumps up because he's feeling great now. And then she looks at her axe and sees the crack in the hilt, and she's really and she looks around and she's like, "Where's Jewel?"
I didn't see her. Assume she started tracking the beast. Suppose we better go find her before something worse happens.
Yeah, if that beast didn't go down, she could be in big trouble.
You know how Jewel finds trouble, too, so...
Also true.
Well, before we go any further, I'm going to try healing myself one more time. Because I know what she went after and how much it can hurt. Thank goodness.
I'm just gonna try to get a bit more strain back.
I was rolling so much advantage that it was like washing out all the strain it took me to do all this. But yeah, I'm ready to go track Jewel when you guys are.
Yeah, Daniel will pick himself up, head off down the road.
Let's go.
It doesn't take you guys too long to pretty much come across the remains of the creature, as well as Jewel and a lady that's screaming hysterically still. Screaming about the creature that's laying in her home, as well as the giant hole that's now in the front of her house.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, Jules like sorry but not sorry. You know, like I feel bad for the lady, but at the same time, like I don't
At
know.
the same time, like, I killed this beast. Thank you, or you're welcome. Ula has like very, very little charm, so she's just kind of like, that's unfortunate.
Did any more guards ever show up beyond the first couple?
There's a small ring of them starting to kind of gather up. Looks like they were coming to see what all the commotion was about. After a few more minutes, you see another pair of guards coming up. One is like partially dressed in armor. Does not look happy at all. Jewel notices that one of them is one of the guards that ran off before. And the one that's partially dressed comes up. He's like, "What's going on here?"
Jewel will explain the situation and then also try to tactfully say that that you know the two bodies of the two guards that are down say that they fought honorably and gave us the time that we needed to fight this beast. I don't know if they've been noticed. I don't know if the two guards that are down have been noticed at this point or not, but she'll point that out and say honorable things about them. They allowed time for Asha to run and warn the rest of us by their sacrifice.
Alright. He's like, "Well, what is this thing?"
Can I do like a knowledge lore?
That's a good question. What do we know about this thing?
Ula's just gonna go, it's a dragon dog.
We found the last
Looks
dragon.
like a dog, but it breathes fire like a dragon, so it's a dragon dog, obviously.
It's about what Key would think too.
Does Ula wish she could ride one?
Yes.
Oh, come on. You know, when she was first looking at that and then at Joria, she's like, "Can I swap here?"
Jorlak, you could become this someday if you believe in yourself.
I super believe in you, Tad Cooper.
Okay, really quick. I'm going to show you the site that I have just to my right. I don't know if you can really see it. Let's see. Just a bag on the table and a little kitty
I see
face.
him.
He's
Yeah,
using
I
like a
can
pillow.
see it from this end.
Yeah, Amy's got the butt.
She's got the butt. He's just staring at me.
Do you guys want to see an adorable thing?
Sure.
Okay, hold on.
Always.
Oh, she's gonna to show them or show you guys.
He's looking at you, Joe.
Yeah, he's just staring at me.
Not anymore, but
What's going on? Who's spying on me?
he feels a disturbance in the force.
Oh, she just rattled the treats. Basically, she's gonna show you up.
Oh, good kitty.
Trying to see if Sniff wants treats, but he's kind of like, yeah, but you can bring him here because I'm comfy.
Oh yeah, sure. Just bring them on over. A whole plate full. Right there.
I can't say such magic words, or otherwise sleeping doggo next to me will not be sleeping doggo anymore.
Treats. Out. Walk.
Well, don't you remember when I said LETSGO last time? He was up on the bed and flipped out over to my right.
It's amazing the words that they definitely know. Like they know for sure those sounds of those letters.
It's either that or we're extremely predictable things.
Yeah.
Human beings.
Did you all enjoy my trick?
Yes.
It was impressive for a cat.
Very much so.
Sniff's a little bit better at it because he'll reach up with his paw and grab your hand and pull it down.
But Sniffer's also a little more picky about when he'll do that.
Alright. So,
Sorry, cat break.
So lore checks.
yeah. We're gonna go a hard lore check. Alright, so.
Ula's not gonna roll. She doesn't really know what it is. Obviously, it's a dragon dog.
Lots of triumphs and despairs tonight. Like we've been
I
all
know.
over those.
We have.
The
And
dice
we
are
haven't
always hot.
right, and we haven't really been flipping pips either.
Not too often.
The dice are hungry for blood, be it ours or someone else's.
So what you guys know is this creature is actually called a pyre hound. They're pretty rare. Oftentimes they are companions to stronger, I don't want to say creatures, or powerful beings. Quite frequently they hunt in packs of at least two.
Jewel does not like the thought of that.
I wrote that down and put multiple dots behind it. That bodes awesome.
But as you guys have seen, they do have the ability to breathe fire. Their body emits heat, or just radiates heat in general. If they were to bite or actually claw you, it would there's a good chance it would also burn.
Good thing Danil ducked that.
Good thing Ash's barrier held.
Trying to think what to do with the tramp.
Maybe I learned something more about weaknesses for it, or I don't know.
She finds the dog tag that says, "If lost, call."
Yeah, that'll work.
Please
It's-
return
It's
to.
microchipped. I scan it for its microchip and I find its owner.
You find out its name is Pain, and now all of a sudden you're like, crap, the other one is Panic.
But that's like brilliant naming.
Right?
Can't deny that.
Yeah, but where there's pain, there's also panic. Also, come on, Hercules is like one of my favorite Disney movies, so.
Yes, can't deny that that's very interesting. Although it made me very interested to find out, like reading Rick Riordan, that's actually the children of Aphrodite and Ares. Pain and panic.
So with the Triumph, you know that you kind of piece together that the teeth and claws are often sought after because even though the creature's dead, they still kind of retain the ability to burn. So if harvested correctly, they can be used in alchemy, crafting.
So what you're saying is, if I can get some of these teeth, I can pay my debts.
It could help. Um, uh, you get the feeling that these creatures don't just go out and randomly do stuff. That they have to sort of be set out to do it. And they usually don't stray too far from their master.
I'll definitely relay that last piece of information to everyone. I will keep the teeth and claws stuff until the guards are gone.
Alright.
What kind of weapon? This key doesn't have a weapon, does she? I mean, other than her symbol.
Her
Just her
staff.
staff.
I also don't have any armor either.
Trying to think of how she would cut off like talons and or fangs.
Why do you think I'm waiting until we're kind of alone so I can ask you guys for help?
I mean, Jewel doesn't either. She's got a sling in her staff, so she has no way to get these things off.
We've got knives. It's fine.
Boy, if
Also, do
only
you
you
need
had
us
a
to
friend
refit
that
the padded
had-
armor for you? Because I have some old armor that we can refit to human size.
So you see the one half-dressed guard turn to the others that have gathered up. He's like, alright guys, we gotta get this out of here.
We can help with that.
We may need to move the body somewhere it can be examined more closely. See if it's connected to the other wolves plaguing you.
Yeah, we would definitely like to study this more.
It's possible that this is not the end of whatever is trying to plague your town and region.
And also, we might be able to use the body as a trap to find its master, because you know it's going to come looking for it.
Well, what do you suggest? We can move it to the armory.
That could work. You could potentially move it to a field near the caravan as well. It would at least be away from the town, and we'd be able to study it freely there. Set up some sort of tarp over it or something.
Yeah, that might be best. I don't need more people seeing this thing, otherwise they're gonna panic. Like, alright, next one of the guards, go get some rope. Grab a couple wagons, we're gonna hoist this thing out of here.
Chains might be a better option, at least for securing the beast itself. It's still hot enough to burn if we touch it carelessly.
Alright, get some chains instead. Then you see him walk up to the lady that's like in tears right now. You can see him trying to comfort her. You know, just like, don't worry, we'll get it repaired. It'll be fine. We can move you to an inn. We'll get it fixed.
Jorlak is just kind of circling the beast and sniffing at it. Like he's just, doing his wolf thing where he's trying to figure out what it is. He probably knows better than I do what it is, honestly. Because Ula figures still it's a dragon dog. Jorlak's like, yeah, no, this is not. This is Pyre Hound. Obviously. Come on, woman.
Get your shit together. So after about 10 minutes, they come back. Start wrapping chains around it. A couple of the guards kind of burn their hands. But they're able to kind of get the chains up through a section of rafter to lift it up. You get it loaded up on a wagon, get it pulled out, and they're like, okay, where are we taking these things? Or this thing?
I mean, Cranston will direct him to like a field nearby where the caravan's set up so we can just keep an eye on it more easily.
Yep, I'm okay with that.
Alright. So they follow your guys' lead. They've got some blankets covering it. And you can see, as you guys are going through town, people are starting to kind of come out to see what all the commotion was. And they just see they see the guards and the wagon. Just kind of, so they start murmuring amongst themselves before heading back inside. You guys make it to a little bit of a clearing. And, like, well, do you want it in the wagon, or do you just want us to dump it out? We'll need the wagon back.
You can dump it, it's fine.
Alright. A couple of the guards come around, grab the chains, then try to pull it, just the two of them. Like, that's not going to work. So they fly a couple more that had come with. It takes about 6 of them to just drag this thing out of the back of the wagon. Hits the ground, just a wet thump. Okay, well, have fun with it. Captain Simmond said he wants any information you get off this thing.
Of course, we're always happy to help.
There's going to be rumors in the morning, so you might start trying to figure out what you're going to tell people.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. I'm sure he's going to want a brief, so we'll figure something out.
This whole town's gonna smell like wet dog.
Burnt wet dog.
Burnt
No.
wet dog.
Now that's your one-liner for the evening.
I'd say Jorak does, but he doesn't have much fur left.
Poor baby.
Oh, not this again. First Luz, now Jorlak.
So have the guards walked away now?
Yeah, they just drag the
Right.
cart away. Or the
I will
wagon.
fill in my lovely mates here on the fact that the teeth and claws are valuable. So if we can harvest them correctly, we might be able to sell them to pay off my debts.
Well, I won't say no to a bit of coin.
I don't know exactly how much they're worth, but I think if you guys don't mind helping me try to figure out how to harvest that, then we can go about setting up watches on this thing, because I'm sure, knowing that they don't stray too far from their masters, that the master is nearby.
Maybe wise for us to visit that ruined temple tomorrow morning, after all.
Hmm.
We don't have a lot of other leads, and we don't exactly have time to sit here waiting unless we want to ditch the caravan.
And we don't get paid if we do.
Yeah.
With Daniel's knowledge of medicine and anatomy, would he be able to help in like, yes, this is how we cut so that we can just sort of extract a tooth, root and all, without nicking it?
You also have alchemy, don't you?
It's a class skill, but I don't have any ranks in it.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. Looking over and everything, you can figure out the best way to extract them.
How many of each do we get in this extraction process where we play dentist?
Give me an average medicine check.
I will boost him on that because I have ranks in medicine too.
Okay, you do? So, okay, before you roll, medicine's based off intelligence or intellect, correct?
Yes.
Which one of you has the highest intellect?
I have 3.
I only have 2.
Okay. Who has the highest medicine? Like ranks in medicine?
I have 2.
1 rank.
Okay, so maybe I should do
So
it.
I boost you.
Yeah. So basically, like, so you have the higher intellect. Let's say he had the higher medicine. Working together instead of just, assisting, but working together, you would one of you would be able to use Key's intellect, but Danil's medicine check.
But since I have higher in both, he can
Yeah.
boost me.
Yeah, he
Okay.
can assist and boost you.
Alright, so what's the difficulty?
Average.
Hot damn.
She making money.
All right. So you're able to get about 5 of the claws. About 11 of the teeth. That come out like completely intact. Some of them are cracked and some kind of broke, chipped, so.
Nope, that'll do.
Dog
Do I
needed
have
by the
to-
dentist.
Sorry, I'm getting the image of the elf from the Island of Misfit Toys right now.
I remember that now. The weird dentist
Really-
elf.
Yeah, he really wanted to be a dentist.
I want to be a dentist.
Okay, do I have to do anything special to store them in my pack, or are they fine to travel in my pack?
I mean, you can put them in your pack, but every day there'll be a risk of something igniting.
Now, would I be able to put like a very thin barrier spell over them that I could refresh every day, or would that take too much energy?
That would take a lot because you'd have to concentrate the entire time. But if you can get like like jars to put them in, or
All right, I will buy a jar from our lovely friends.
Just get mason jars for new
Yep.
cups.
pretty much.
I will pay whatever I need to get enough jars to keep these from igniting my backpack.
Alright, so it'd be, well, in the morning you'd spend probably about 8 gold, or not gold, 8 silver to get
Gonna say.
jars.
Okay.
Do we get enough sleep this night to refill our strain?
Yeah, I mean, if you can actually sleep and hopefully not have anything else happen when Key's on watch.
Wait, you're putting me on watch again?
Yeah, did you miss that part where they said that?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, technically, I have.
Technically,
kind
it's
of
still your
this
watch.
kind of bonus. Yeah, it's my watch still. Yeah.
But
We can stay closer to the caravan now. We don't need to
Yeah, we just need to
patrol as
watch
much.
this.
Like, if something else happens, we'll hear about it, or we
Yeah.
can catch it in the morning.
well, you're noticing, like, even as you just kind of look around and get back to the caravan, that there are more guards walking around. So it seems like after this incident, they've stepped up their patrols. So you guys are able to crawl back into bed, sleep, and wake up the next morning. Get a hot meal. But I think we'll call it there for tonight. It's a good stopping point.
Makes sense.
Well, thanks, Joe, for burning me to a crisp tonight.
Hey, anytime.
I should have expected it.
You should have got a bucket of water.
It's only weakness. A bucket of water.
I'm sure it's much more plausible in this village than it was when we tried that. I tried that in Star Wars.
Every single time I haven't played WoW. Haven't played WoW in the last couple of years, but every time for the Halloween one, when that inn is on fire and they want you to go grab the buckets of water, I just think of that every time.
I swear they stole that from me because our session happened before they added in that Halloween event. And at least it's an inn, it's not an orphanage.
But the funny thing is, you can go in the inn and everything's fine.
I know.
Nobody is worried at all that the outside is on fire.
I mean, if you're in a building on fire in MMO land, you know that nothing's going to happen to the building. It's like an instance. Things got to stay the way they are so the next players can also experience the fire.
Very true.
Well, it's like epic NPC, man. When his hut's on fire and one dude walks up with a hammer, starts hitting the house, and the fire stops.
Well, and also in my defense, the fire was not my fault. Causing Timmy to run into it might have been.
Do I dare ask the story behind all this?
Oh, go for it.
I don't quite remember why I caused, like, we were in a speeder and I had been fighting with Tim because, like, our characters hated each other. And I did something to Tim. I don't know if that's when I severed his force or not, or if that came later.
That was later because I was in a cave.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So this was the build up to me severing his force. but I did something to him that made him crash his speeder, and it ended up like the way that the roll went. He ended up crashing into an orphanage and setting it on fire. And my reaction was to get a bucket and throw some water on it.
I mean, I guess what can you do? Were there like firefighter services on that planet?
Maybe? We don't know.
My character didn't know.
Yeah, we were like 15-year-old Padawans.
Yeah.
They didn't stick
Legitimate.
around. They quickly ran off.
Oh my god.
Because you guys were also being chased.
That and my character hated Tim's character, so I let him take the brunt of the fallout out of all of that. But because it was an orphanage, I tried something. We were gray Jedi.
Well,
This is
until
what
I
gives Great
started
Jedi a
falling-
bad rap.
Until I started falling to the dark side.
I pretty much stayed gray. And like me severing Tim's force was to save him from going full on dark side. That was really fun. It was literally a battle between two characters, and me and Tim probably rolled for an hour against each other before it got to that point. And I'm like, you know what? Threw down my sheet and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna use sever force. And I'm pretty sure I rolled like either, I don't remember what the dice were at the time, but I rolled whatever the highest roll you could do. There
It
was
was
nothing
D20.
he could do. Yeah, I rolled a 20. He couldn't stop it. It's like from that moment on, his character had no connection to the force, was not able to use any of his abilities anymore.
Now, mind you, this actually happened like 15 years ago, like in real life. This was like 15 years ago, and we still talk about this every once in a while.
Yeah, I can imagine
With
after
the,
shit like
I
that.
grab a bucket and throw some water on it.
Yep, and I will never forget making Tim so mad. He antagonized me, though. It's his own fault.
Was he a jerk?
Always.
Well, I don't necessarily condone inner party fighting, but if he was a jerk, I guess he had it coming.
He's the one who initiated the fight between us.
Well,
I don't start the fights. I end them. Just like when I was playing D&D with the God campaign with Dickie, and he decided to pick a fight with my character, who was a slave, or an escaped slave, by taking slaves and making them into chandeliers.
what?
Yeah, he was antagonizing my character on purpose. So I decided, like, you know what? No, I'm not going to do this anymore. So I removed all of his slaves from the ship. Like, I cleansed the ship. And then we ended up getting, like, again, he started attacking me. So I stopped time. Remember, this is a God campaign. I stopped time and I pulled up 4 doors around him and I summoned 4 dragons to fight him in my stead. So when I say I don't start fights, but I finish them, I mean it. Like, that is what I'm known for with some of those guys, is like, yeah, don't pick a fight with her.
So did the orphans all live? That's what I want to know.
No, I wasn't able to bring them back to life, but it did piss him off that, like, I essentially turned them into liquid, put them in a bathtub, and sent them on their merry way.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. They had a bathtub somewhere on the ship, so I used that, and then someone went to go take a bath, and then the bathtub was missing, and then the chandelier was missing, and it became the great bathtub mystery.
Oh,
No, he was asking about the orphans.
the orphans.
Oh no, the orphans in the game, the Star Wars game? Sorry, I don't know. I don't know what happened.
I think that they got most, or if not all of them out, most of them out.
These hooligan Jedi teens
Our
crash
first-
a car into an orphanage, light it on fire, and then just run before the cops show up. And we're like, I mean, probably people survived that fire that we caused by crashing
Pretty much.
into a building.
Somewhere
Are-
there's like orphans waiting to hunt down the Jedi because of
Yeah,
this.
this is why people talk shit about the Jedi.
Why do
Like,
you
Jedi
think
and
we're
Sith are
being
the same.
chased?
You guys watched the last season of the Clone Wars, right? You know
Oh, yeah.
why what's her face? Trace and her sister don't like the Jedi. That's
I was
why.
thinking of that. I was thinking of that when we killed the hound and it plowed into a house. It was like, this is Clone Wars all over again.
Well, so our very first session in that Star Wars game, Amy and I were supposed to be protecting a senator. And the very first thing that happens is the stage blows up and the senator dies.
Yeah. Why
that's
they
just-
sent two
that's just-
Padawans to protect a senator? Honestly, I blame the Jedi Order for that one.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, think about the politics of that. You have a senator you don't like and you want him to have less than stellar protection. I mean, you can send your Padawans. It's like a low priority target. Nothing's really gonna happen.
This
Like,
is
you've got more
totally
important things for
safe.
the Jedi Masters to do, you know?
We just need to make it look like he's got some good security,
Yeah.
you know.
All right, I'm gonna kill the stream here. So.
Oh, sorry. Oh, wow. Those stories went out on the stream.
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome, world.
You got to see me shaking my head at Jedi teens and their hijinks.
Yeah. So maybe it's still stick around. Have a good night. See you next week.
See ya.